So you might have heard of Project 2025, which the left is um, trying to say that Trump is trying to do Project 2025. Um, it's a, a transition proposal and a policy proposal made by the Heritage Foundation, and it's long. And the reason why it's so long is because the federal government is so incredibly massive that they just have to fill everything out within this policy proposal book. Here, let me pull it up. Here it is. Yeah, you've got the reins of government, the White House, executive office, central personnel and agencies. And then you get down into section 2 is the common defense, all the different defense-related agencies, general welfare, Department of Agriculture, Department of Education, Department of Energy related commissions, environment, Department of Health and Human Services, housing, Department of Interior, Department of Justice, Department of Labor and related agencies, transportation, veteran affairs, and down to section 4 is economy, Department of Commerce, Department of Treasury, Export-Import Bank, Federal Reserve, which is not a part of the federal government. It's a private banking cartel. Small Business Administration, Trade. And then section 5, regulatory agencies. So I've got the financial regulatory agencies, FCC, FEC, and FTC. That's a whole lot. So let's go back and let's look at what's constitutional in here. The Department of Defense is, except for the Navy, is unconstitutional. We should not have a standing army. And that's why they need to reauthorize the National Defense Authorization Act every year, is because we shouldn't have a standing army. And we didn't have a standing army until World War II, I think, or maybe it was World War I when that actually started. And President Eisenhower warned against the military-industrial complex, which we definitely have nowadays. So, yeah, we could just get rid of all that except for the Navy. Department of Homeland Security was created after 9/11. So if we wanted to shrink the size of government, we just get rid of that. Department of State, I'd say we do need intelligence community. There's a lot of people that believe the intelligence community, specifically the CIA, is responsible for the death of JFK. If we've got government agencies that are responsible for assassinating our own elected officials, we should probably do away with those intelligence agencies, in my opinion. So probably do away with all of the intelligence communities, because really they're, for the most part, just spying on Americans. Again, in my opinion. Media agencies, no, we don't need any of that. Just cut that. Agency for International Development, nope, cut that. Department of Agriculture, cut that. Department of Education, cut that. Department of Energy, cut that. The Environmental Protection Agency, cut that. HHS, cut that. HUD, cut that. Department of Interior, probably can keep that. DOJ, it's been so politicized that they're trying to jail the presumptive president for next time around. So it needs to be completely reformed. Department of Labor, cut that. Transportation, cut that. Veteran Affairs, because we have so many veterans and they do need to be taken care of, I'd be okay with that being restructured and made much better. Department of Commerce, cut that. Treasury, they need to do their effing job and actually take care of our currency and not let the Fed inflate it out of, or just inflate it so we don't have sound money anymore. So that needs to be fixed. Import-Export Bank should be abolished. Okay, I'll go with that. So, yeah, I'll agree with them on that, to abolish the bank. Federal Reserve, abolish the Federal Reserve, get rid of that, and make our money sound again. Small Business Administration, nope, not within the Constitution, cut that. Trade, make it, I haven't read the case for fair trade or the case for free trade, but I would say I would probably land somewhere in the middle on both of those. The way the federal government was funded previous to income tax, Federal Reserve, all of that was done through tariffs. And if the Federal Reserve was as small as it constitutionally should be, then putting a 1-2% tariff on everything, all imports, would fund the Federal Reserve with no problems. The Federal government should be a very, very small, a very lean government. All it needs to do is help the states play nice with each other and be an interface between the states and foreign countries. And then also to provide for the common defense, i.e. the Navy. I guess we would need an army if we were being attacked by Canada or Mexico, but since we probably won't be attacked by either of those two, we don't really need an army unless we're going to a foreign country and attacking, or we are being attacked on our land. I don't see any countries attacking America and getting past our Navy. So we don't need an army unless we're being attacked by, again, Canada or Mexico. If we went to war with somebody defensively, we could definitely raise an army from our state militias. But otherwise, don't need an army. I'm sure many people will disagree with me on that. That's fine. I'm not the president, so I can't make any of these decisions. I would just prefer that we go back to the Constitution. All right. Financial regulatory agencies. Cut that. FCC. Cut that. FEC. They suck at what they're doing right now. If we had, and on this, I specifically agree with Trump and with a lot of people that have been saying the same thing. Same-day elections, paper ballots, every vote can be counted. Only legal American citizens should be able to vote. Why do we need the FEC beyond that? Well, I guess to regulate who gets what money, making sure that's all legal. I'm on the fence. Definitely not constitutional. FTC, cut that. So if I was president, oh my gosh, wouldn't have to worry about any of that, because all of the bureaucracy that is currently happening in the federal government, either the states can handle it or the people can handle it. Oh, that's what the 9th and 10th Amendments say in the Constitution. Maybe we should follow those amendments. And that way we don't have to worry about trying to fit all of the different states into the same regulatory position. The environment of New Mexico is not the same as the environment in Idaho, or the environment in Louisiana, or the environment in Maine. Each of us have different biomes. Each of us have different climates. Each of us have different problems. So each of us should be able to figure our own stuff out. If our problems start flowing into other states, then we need to have a conversation between the two states. But we don't need a federal agency for that. I started going through this, and I got through the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security, and I went, no, it's too much, because the government is too much. It would take me 4 hours to go through all of these, and no one would want to sit through one of those videos, and I wouldn't want to do it, because the government shouldn't be doing most of this. But again, that's just my own personal opinion. If you want to go through this, it's project2025.org. Trump said that there's some things that he likes in it, some things that he doesn't. Where was that? Peter Navarro was in Trump's previous cabinet. He's currently in prison for disobeying a subpoena from Congress, which he kind of had to because of executive privilege. And there were a few other people that I recognized in here that they might have some really good ideas. And really, for the most part, what I read through the DOD and the Department of Homeland Security, I would say there were good ideas for keeping the current government structure the way it is and just streamlining it, making it more efficient and effective. That's better, but really we need to just get rid of a lot of this. It needs to go back to the states. We need to go back to the Constitution. We need to not have this monstrosity eking into our lives every day of our lives. We need the government out of our lives as much as possible. I don't believe that I'll just throw Biden in there and go anyway. The streamlining the government, great idea. I like the idea of streamlining it. There were a few. Let me pull something else up. Just a second. Because of the left really, really trying to tie Trump to Project 2025, the Twitter has kind of gone funny. And there's a lot of people that have decided to make their own fake portions of Project 2025, which I just found hilarious. So let me bring them up. All right. Project 2025 will repeal the CAF standard and bring back the 8-passenger Ford LTD Country Squire station wagon. And then the comments underneath, so many memories as a kid in the way back of that thing. I had my parents had one of these, and I loved being in the very back. It was awesome. Okay, next one. Project 2025 We'll make it illegal to wear socks with sandals, which I'm sure many people would agree with that. And that would be a good start. And then underneath that, Trump's Project 2025, Arby's 5 for 5 returns, 5-foot longs back at Subway, ashtrays in Burger King, McRib year-round, dine-in Pizza Huts with red cups, Marlboro points, catalog returns, pull tab beer cans, smoking and real food on plates, deregulation of cigarette vending machines, CD players back in cars, Blockbuster Video reopening nationwide, a 1975 Trans Am for every American, cocaine in Coca-Cola. That is how Coca-Cola started, was with cocaine in it. No fat chicks. Middle car seat with no seatbelts. Spuds McKinsey clone with NDA, or with DNA. Federal bailout for Red Lobster. I think that was a typo on the last one. Oh man, I hadn't read that part before. All right. Did you know Project 2025 wants to put bullet dispensing machines in every kindergarten classroom? That would be interesting. If they moved it to high school, hey, bring back the gun clubs in high school, that'd be cool. Project 2025 wants to mandate this. That looks like an old Sears catalog or something. Project 2025 will put one of these bad boys back in every refrigerator in America. Oh, okay. So yeah, I like I said, I didn't go through all of Project 2025 because it was just too much, and I got frustrated because most of it is just let's streamline these things, and really most of those agencies just need to go away anyway. So that's my opinion of Project 2025. Trump has his own plan, which is Agenda 47, and I haven't looked at that either, and I probably won't agree that it's gone far enough. I'm a little bit extreme in that I think we should live by the Constitution, but I would say that Agenda 47 is okay. I'll have to look at it and go further, but yeah, it's better than open borders, better than endless wars, better than raising taxes on everybody to pay for all of these crazy government programs. But those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Please comment down below. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. If you've gone through some of Project 2025 and you found something interesting, let me know, because yeah, I just couldn't go through more of it. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing. Thanks.